Alright, so I'm kind of randomly going live because I'm doing like 1 or 2 missions right now. If you guys see this later, I just woke up, had to deal with some other stuff. But I've been trying to do this like second race, and I'm getting like 1 minute 55 seconds in 0.75. Like I can't get the time the way I want, so I have to finally progress through the story as I've been cleaning off this map to level up. So I just wanted to have you guys to be able to see what we're doing, to see this mission. It is a main story mission instead of just doing it on my own. I've just been doing Merlin trials and like really boring side missions just to level up. That's all I've been doing. I'm level 35, so I'm way ahead of the curve. So now I'm gonna be streaming some of the missions here. So we're doing, it's all Gobbledegood. I'm probably gonna like not be on super long. I have to get cleaned up, run a couple errands, and then I'll probably be back on it after that. So, but apparently you cannot get the second broom upgrade without doing some main missions. So now we have Amit. He's gonna be actually helping translate. We'll see how this goes.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
He knew the details surrounding its plunder. He presumed I had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
It's all
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledegood.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be Gobbledegood.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledegood better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Nope.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
I'll be quiet.
The door is looking at us.
Looks like those chests.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this leaf. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Revelio.
Watch your step round here. What's that human doing here? Let's get find him.
Tendo. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us
course
through
it
here
was.
safely, Amit. You have my word.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio. We're being watched. By a door. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
I suck at being sneaky in games.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? Fascinating to see Gobbledegood written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too
Revelio.
small for whatever it is.
This is getting interesting.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Let's go up here.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Dolly, get in here and lay down. Alright, now we can move.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty.
Lumos.
Careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio.
We're getting supplies here.
Lumos.
Lumos!
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Leviosa.
I'll kill you! I won't rest. Is that the best you can do?
Leviosa.
Rather unwise coming back this way. I won't rest.
Leviosa.
I won't rest.
Alright.
You won't get away with that.
Leviosa. Confringo.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
I like how no one questions my dark my ancient magic ability.
I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Someone there?
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Accio.
gonna sit here then.
Bombard! Good freak.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Alright.
Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
You talk a lot when you're sneaking on me.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it.
Oh boy.
She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Is
The
the pain?
reverence with which she talked of goblins
take
and their
away it?
intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard.
Does that become?
I'd never been treated with
Gobble
such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Revelio.
Now wait for all the quests to pop in. Alright, let's go talk to Natty.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Are you sure it's my time?
What's wrong, Eccleston? Afraid of a staircase?
Peeves.
Slow
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped
to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
Probably right.
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Let's do the Portrait's Call one. Oh, thank God. We're going to Hogsmeade after this. The second broom upgrade is available. Good Lord. No idea how long am I waiting to see that broom upgrade show up. I almost beat that race. Like, literally effortlessly with just the first upgrade. Now I for sure should be able to beat it.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's... However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade, do be careful, of course, I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Alright, we have this stinking broom upgrade now. Let's see how fast this thing is.
You don't ever want to find her.
Pushing the flowers.
Dolly, chill. I thought you were till 4. They let you off early? I was just gonna go get that stuff like in 10 minutes. Okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I just did one mission. Because I couldn't finish a race. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I comprehend. That'll work. I'm just gonna finish this race and then I'll be out. Wow, that's what's gonna do here. And then I think we gotta order dinner too, right? Right now? No, we should probably. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pigeon's in jail because she pooped, and then also Pigeon is in jail because she pooped, and also when I let her outside to go potty again, she went outside and just ate snow even though they had water, and then she came inside and she peed. And it's not even cold out. So I grabbed her and I was like, you're gonna go in the kennel. You're gonna be a snow. Fillets.
Your life ends here.
I was like, it's 2:30, and then he walked in. I was like, I was literally gonna leave the house in 10 minutes to go grab that stuff. What are you doing here? Was that slow today?
I mean, there were 4 of us and 3 of us were nurses, because I guess they have 3 nurses.
Right. Right. I'm out of here.
Brilliant.
See it.
Oh, oh! Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Yeah, I think one of these is pretty bad. Yeah, that's what I was like.
I'd say that was acceptable.
Oh, shit, this thing zooms now.
Brilliant.
She's gotta be with you everywhere. She's gotta be with you everywhere.
I'm getting the hang of this.
So much easier than before. Another mouth.
Ah, now that's more like it.
I believe I can keep away from that way my next
Brilliant. Aha! Brilliant.
First try. First freaking try. Really?
Oh, did you hear about the new... Oh, there's no feeling quite...
Yeah, she's not gonna stop trying. She's gonna keep going. The basis for blackmail. Pigeon, stop. What up?
What up, dude?
Just playing some Hogwarts.
Oh,
A abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Maybe I can't do that race yet. Let's see here.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I can though.
Aloha Mora.
All forward there. You'll find similarities. Understand.
A social gathering. I have no objection to this and shall leave it to those inclined to fraternize, ensuring that such activities fall outside school hours, of course, and that nothing is so jovial as to disrupt my concentration. Likely I shall be busy on the date, but I'll review the invitation when received. I recognize that my absence will mar the engagement. Also, 1/2 of an hour should be sufficient, and please be mindful that any sort of musical presence would be strictly prohibited. Phineas Knight, Nigelus Black, Headmaster. P.S. No confectionery shall be served, lest they attract a stray rat or an easel. Also, please try to limit the number involved in the frivolity to 4. What a boring guy.
Revelio.
This is the fire closet. Yeah. It's pretty neat.
What do we have here?
A demiguise. A demiguise.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, it's in the map chamber. I can fast travel down there.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain?
We'll talk to Poppy.
His office. Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Dang it. Keep us in entryways.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Confringo.
Alright, let's go up. Figure out what's going on with Poppy.
Revelio.
I've already done everything.
Aloha Mora.
Okay, you know what? So,
Revelio.
oh, it's the ghosts.
Revelio.
The Pinched Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose
so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of. The Pinched Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally. Akia. You didn't see that.
Akia.
No way.
That's the way to do it. That wasn't what I wanted to see. What a remarkable shot! Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
Start become a menace at Summoner's Court. Polyjuice pot. Oh, no way. Remember that?
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction.
Like a snitch.
In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly
Just add another thing
valuable.
to the list, right?
That's why they're believed to be extinct.
They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way.
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Sweet.
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Let's go talk to Natty.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes...
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the day... It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
I'm always in danger. We do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you an ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value of working together. Shall we expect a response by a week's end? Best to keep this between us if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Revelio.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand
didn't know.
Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but Beak, as for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Biggle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Alright, let's go do this.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Okay. Why is there a pathway that leads to nowhere?
Revelio.
Someone.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Why don't we just go there in the first place?
Wingardium
Revelio.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Not Natty. About to get crushed.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Accio. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Accio.
Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Using that girl's plan. Someone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a whole student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
I brought every family that the top through here and never seen it coming.
When you haven't.
I met
Revelio.
there was some trouble. They need to remind me that we're still running things. Let's finish this job and be done. Wasting time, this is.
Brock Burrow's always a treasure trove. Never failed.
Patrol, watch with
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit.
He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, this is getting fun!
Accio.
Did you learn that in your fancy school?
Cruising.
My one! What are your faults?
electricity.
Stupid one.
Barely felt anything that flash. so giddy when I'm around. I reckon I should call myself Billy Wing.
Revelio.
Gotta find the book now.
We should speak to her again.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Expulso!
Nothing. Boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Arresto
To your knees.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Also. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
I think we got almost everything. Got it. I've read your last letter and over, and I'm certain to read it again each hour until we're able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your waiting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rose.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Revelio.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wanted.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells.
Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon one.
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Mr. Rape's wand could be in there.
Aloha Mora.
Mr. Rape's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rape, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
Revelio.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Let's see here.
Revelio.
I already go that way.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
All right.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risks.
You guys don't do anything.
Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I think we'll save there.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Oh, for God's sakes, let me just get over the fence. We'll start this, then I'm gonna save. Probably stream later tonight. After The Last of Us, of course.
can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
That was fun.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Revelio.
Alright. We're gonna save there. Alright, we'll see you guys later.